Okay. Yeah, I was gonna do it, but it's so nice because then I can make the individual videos. Oh, I'm Teresa Ambros. Nice to meet you. So you're the father of excellent.
We're over here playing support crew for everybody. We're supporting everybody.
My oldest son was here in last year with St. Croix.
Okay.
We toured them and now he's in Kentucky and
Nice.
he's really so good.
Very good.
I put it at one, but I don't know if you know
Everything good in Wyoming right now?
Yeah, we're good. We're excited.
7 hour. I know.
Okay.
You up and running?
No,
Ready to
not
rock
yet.
and roll?
Well, not yet.
Come on, run, buddy, run, run, run!
I was expecting to have to hang speakers.
Oh no, I got this. It's just hard to get early in the morning, and we watered Rita in the dark, so.
This brings back so many memories. Just checking to see we got you hooked up. Kevin, I used to have to climb this thing, sit up here together. We announced
And then we brought it over there.
over on field 2.
Did you move this whole contraption? Wow.
Possibility to that?
We were up here in this thing a couple of times. We had a 50, 60 mile an hour wind blowing through. Kevin and I were up there going like, we think it's solid.
If we go together.
Yeah.
Just talking about. Got a few families here.
Found there in
I was thinking about the one in Jackson, but
I haven't even brought those out all year.
I like this one.
Oh, you were, yeah.
Tim, I can't think my music to it, and you gotta show us how to do it.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, Vietnam. It's time to get after it.
I thought I saw it too. That brown looking dog? Yeah.
Well, it's kind of a gray.
Check, check, check.
I think that's why I saw it again.
That's a great story. The dog that showed up. Looks like it might have found a home.
Brad Ramsky got one too. That he pulled over to fix something hanging off of his trailer in LA, and the traffic was all over the place. This damn little dog ran across the road. It was a puppy. Ran right to him, like.
Save me, save me.
Hey, Junior, spread it out more. Come this way. Come towards me, this way. Stand it. And this side is the wet side because it's shady. That side is good.
Yeah. We just we were messing with different scores.
Spread it wide out there.
Oh, we put it on this side. Oh, the audience is gonna love it. Your audience is gonna love it.
Just want to make sure you got what
Yeah.
Kevin, you're amazing.
I know.
The guys were looking.
I will not say Kevin Iddig is amazing. Will not do that because he did do an outstanding job already this morning getting here at 5:45 and getting everything set up. But he's not amazing.
Head's gonna swell.
If you need more volume or anything, you tell me.
Hey, Bonnie,
Yeah.
at some point, will you remind teams to get their ballots in?
Okay, I shall.
They're gonna give them to me.
Okay.
What you gonna do yesterday?
Relax.
Oh, nice.
Players, don't forget to get your ballots in at some point today by halftime of the game you play, or if you're already done playing. The faster you can get it into Liz Brayboy here underneath the announcer stand, the more they can do calculations and not do it up at the last minute. And then that means awards is earlier, and then you can get out of here.
I think the balance, I don't want to misbalance it.
Yeah, I know, the kids are just like
I put Reagan on the computer.
everywhere.
I've already named the water bottles.
Yeah.
She just has to give the water. The twin towers will go with the water.
I was talking about that. It's not the sun, I know. Is that the dog that's going around here that's where you
Oh, coming through.
What they call Arizona?
Up or down? What's it gonna be? So you can go up and talk all you want. It's like a submarine, you know.
I was the one who got your car last. Okay, yeah. No. One of the coaches called. I'm like, what are you doing? Going in with control. Yeah.
Sunday special, who's there? Every Sunday with dogs.
The white tequila.
And
That's great. Yeah. Ben was not. Oh, that's fun. Okay.
I ended up at one point briefly out because there was like a
Shut this up.
We've already got 10 people. We've already got one leg.
There's a chair.
I'm posted the link on Instagram so that people can follow me down there.
We posted as far as we can. But, you know, it's not 11 people.
Is it on?
I'm just going to have both thing in there.
Looky, 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 we have a scoreboard where everybody can see it. And we will have some honorary guests this morning. We have Tim Kelly here, who is the USPA president. El Presidente. That's pretty cool that he is here in the desert to watch these finals games. Hopefully he'll stay around and present awards. And if Bob shows up, Bob is the chief of El Dorado Polo Club, Bob Putz. Used to have a big title in USPA too, but I think he retired from that. So our morning's game is the Open Interscholastic National Finals 2026. So this is going to be a very exciting, fast game.
Aren't you going to sing? Robert will sing. Yeah, Robert sings. Not well. Wait a second.
So, let me make sure I got everybody's name correct. But I actually got Joe Burks. I don't have anybody's last name.
Yeah. Hey, Bonnie? Yeah. Tim will help with that, with the national anthem. He sings it, he's not gonna sing, but he's got it on top. He's gonna play it over your, he's gonna play it over your microphone. Rap it. Bonnie, he's gonna play it over your microphone. Okay, that'll work. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we don't have Ray Ann. You should have Ray Ann sing it at Dallas. Well. She sings it here, she sung it at Fifth. Houston, J.G. Houston, we have a problem. I don't even know Judith's last name. I'll take it. Bonnie, I have that stuff with me. Yeah, I think they're the same. A-L. All tick. All tick. Okay, no Bob Lacanita.
The only way to do the photos is hope the couple come up.
Judah really a senior? Okay, because last year I had him as a sophomore, and Joe Bob said we're all seniors. I'm like, boy, he's 6th grade? Okay. Got it, thank you.
So why is it just done that? I have your help.
Go to the west coast.
See, oh, now I'm okay. Just watch what, when I do this, just watch the screen. I keep on going on those two. And then, is there any way of stopping that or not? Jesus, don't. One other person at a time with the camera. So what the problem is, then you take over. Okay?
All right, we have Hugo.
Don't do it, that's okay. It's not the end of the world.
Okay, let us know talking to you. I'm listening. What's Hugo's last name?
Hugo's last name is, appears to be B-R-U-G-E. And then Cammy and Robbie Cesaro.
Yeah, let me grab Hugo. Hugo, can you gallop by here a minute?
Hey, Bonnie.
Good morning. Hugo, how do you say your last name?
Gabe,
Gay. Okay, sounds like a wine, huh? Yeah. Sounds like a wine. Gay.
Dad, you have to stop swearing.
It's Mum.
Yep.
Sorry, Mum.
I won't say anything until
We will be announcing the players formally. Before we start the game, we will have the national anthem also. And right now we do have them practicing, warming up for the game, and we have St. Croix all the way from Wisconsin. And we have Houston all the way from Houston, coming to gorgeous, cool, sunny California to play some polo. And guess what? It is only 7:27. Everybody did it.
Ryan's on my favorite horse again. Ryan's cool. That's my favorite horse.
That's right.
You know the other one's behind.
Okay, umpires blowing the whistle, ask for balls in. Feels everybody's warmed up. They've got a taste of what their horses are, but they've ridden them all before anyway. Strings today, St. Croix is being mounted by Gabby Siculo, and Houston has brought their own horses. And I believe they're also getting a few horses from Martine.
All right, welcome, Bonnie. You know, Gabby Siculo, great player out here, has got a great string of horses. We know this Houston team will be well mounted. I know you've got a plan here, but we're going to start with the national anthem or the introductions.
What are we doing, Liv? National anthem or introductions? Introductions. Wait for the umpire.
Wait, Bonnie.
Okay, the umpires are having a little discussion with the players. Want to make sure we keep this game safe and clean. And letting them know that they'll get their wrists slapped if they don't. And then we'll introduce the players and then we'll have the national anthem. There are 5 flags to choose to face, but I guess we'll face 6 flags. We'll face the one where the scoreboard is not working, and if you notice to the right of it, we have a scoreboard working so that the audience can see what the heck's going on. Thank you, Kevin and Billy. It's a little tough though, but it is blue on the left-hand side, and I guess that's black on the right-hand side. So it looks like St. Croix will be on the left, and I don't know why they didn't put black. Dark green? Oh, their colors are dark green. Looks black to me. Okay, we're going to introduce our players. And we will start out with who traveled the farthest, and I think Wisconsin's probably a tad farther than Houston. So we were going to start with St. Croix, and playing number 1 is Hugo Bruguet. Number 2 is Cami Pizzato. And her brother, the captain, number 3, Rob Pizzato. We switch over to the Houston side, and we will start with number 1, Asa Ganji. Asa just got accepted to Stanford and accepted. Number 3 is Judah Altic. And number 4, Jobob Lakarika, their captain. And we will start with our national anthem. Please stand, remove headwear if you are a male.
But not the players.
Not the players.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we were so gallantly streaming, and the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Let's play some polo. Okay, it looks like St. Croix has chosen the strong side to go the direction of the sun to the east this morning, back to Houston. And Houston will be going to St. Croix. All right, the ball goes into the second pair. The first person there to pop it up, though, is Hugo. Big shot by Cami to goal, goes a little bit wide. Her brother there, Robert, is there to pick it up. He's going to try to nurse it over to the goal. Bounces off a horse's hind end. Robert's there to pick up that bounce. He's being pushed there by Joe Bob. Got a big hit there going for Houston. And that's Judah sending it down, but Robert sends a nice cut back shot over to the wall. And Hugo's trying to get it, can't quite get it. Cami's there to pick it up, but she's got the ball popped away there by Joe Bob. He's being ridden really hard there now by Robert. Robert's pushing and pushing and pushing. Joe Bob's still going to try to get a piece of this ball off the wall. He takes and turns it and sends it down to Judah. Judah's going to be there and try to get it. We got Robert there trying to put a chase on it to get a hook off of it. And who's going to get that rebound first that comes straight off the wall was Cami, his sister. That was a little surprise there, I think, for Robert, but it worked. Cami's there trying to get into the wall, but Joe Bob says, I'm going to get that bump first. He does, but it bounces off of Cami's horse. She's there to pick it up. She doesn't quite get the shot she wants, but there is Hugo going towards goal. A little bit wide on the near side. He turns and takes it to goal. Oh, boy, cleared right out of there, and we have a whistle.
Hey, Tim Kelly, if you come down, I'll let you shoot. When you come down. If you come down, I'll let you shoot Peter. Peter Gerard. right, raise your hand, raise your hand. Tim Kelly, Peter Gerard.
I heard you, but I can't figure out what it's called.
Okay, this is going to be a spot hit for St. Croix. Big bong booming shot right off into their corner by Robert. Big rebound though, and Joe Bob's the first one there to pick it up. He has a big long shot down to the corner of his goal. He's going to stop, check, and try to keep it on the near side there and walk it in. He's being ridden really hard by Robert. Joe Bob still got control of that ball coming around. St. Croix's there though to try to pick it out. Cammie's there working at it. She's working a lot of clashing of sticks. Oh, bounces off the wall. Joe Bob tried to get it. Cammie's got a huge shot to goal. If it goes in, we got 2 points. Yes, we do. First 2 points on the goal on the board are for Cammie. What a 2-pointer. That was probably 2/3 of the arena. All right. And Cammie, folks, is only in 9th grade. 15 years old. Playing against these big boys. Cammie is the only female in this game right now, and her alternate also is Lila. So St. Croix has 2 gals on their open team. All right, this will be a spot hit for Houston. Joe Bob's teeing it up for himself. Again, Houston is going to the mountains. Big booming shot by Joe Bob, gets caught in the air though and bounces out in the corner, so it'll be advantage in here for St. Croix. When the ball does go out by the playing team, the other team gets the advantage, call it fair play, and it'll be hit back in by that team, the opposing team. So this will be a spot hit here for fair play for St. Croix. Cammie takes the first shot up, hits it up to her brother Robert. He's got Joe Bob right there who comes and tries to steal the ball, but we got a whistle on that play. Okay, we've moved that shot up to midfield for St. Croix. They were in forward motion when that foul occurred, so we moved the foul up for more advantage for them. Robert will be taking this shot. He taps it to himself as other players go and try to get free, or he's going to shoot to goal. Unfortunately, that went off a horse. Little bitty back shot there by Joe Bob. First one there. It's going to be Hugo. Hugo's riding hard to try to get that. He's still got control of it. He's got control. Cammie's riding hard. We got Robert coming in trying to hook, which he gets it, but there is a goal by Hugo. Great play by Hugo. He gets through. Cammie pushing on one side and Robert hooking on the other side and still gets that shot off. Whistle.
Guys, reset the clock to 3:34.
324. 334.
Oh, I said Hugo. I meant Asa. I am so sorry, Asa. That was your play, your goal. St. Croix gets the ball right out of the lineup, but Robert's the first one there to put it back. Bounces into Cammie. Cammie goes straight to goal. She's trying to get it, and she does. She picks up that little back shot, bounces forward, taps it forward. .324 left in the chucker. The score is 3-1. Okay, Cammie hits it up over to her brother. A nice play. They're probably used to doing that, being brother-sister playing polo a lot. Cammie puts a little cut over to goal, but it's stopped there by Asa. What a bump by Cammie to send that near side back, right back to goal. No one's there from the St. Croix to help put it in, so Joe Bob says, I'm going to stop. Yes, he's going to stop it. Try to send it his way. Blue player needs to clear out of there so that he can make a play. He takes it over to the side. Hits it, nice cut towards goal, bounces off a horse's foot, and it's going in. Oh boy, just cleared out of there by Robert. What a clear. Got Robert and Joe Bob here on a horse race. And almost had a horse trip there a little bit. Ball coming down. Robert tried to get that back shot, couldn't do it. Hugo's there to try to help him out. He swings over, but rides over it. Robert rides over it. Cammie's there trying to pick it up. Judah's there alone trying to cut it to goal. He can't do it. Back shot there by Robert, who's there to pick it up, but Hugo has a big swing and a miss, though. That allows Joe Bob to pick it up and carry it around. Robert drops his player and goes to Joe Bob, trying to stop it. Oh boy, we had 3 blues right over it. Cammie gets a near side back, but it bounces off of Judah's horse. So here comes Joe Bob by himself to take and turn it around. Hugo comes in, leaves him, knows that Robert's going to pick him up there. Little bitty hook by Robert saves that goal. Ace is there trying to take it and turn it around. Judah's there. Ball goes forward. Here comes Hugo on the near side. Whoa, he rides off first to go get that next shot. Big swing and a miss, though. Cammie's pair rides over it. Asa puts a nice little back shot. No one's there, though, so the first person to get that will be Robert. He does a little cutaway shot. And we are going to see Judah and Joe Bob fighting over the same ball here. They got to figure out who's going to hit what. Okay, Robert hits it across goal there and saves it out of there. Hugo picks it up. He's by himself coming down. Oh, my goodness. Okay, Joe Bob coming around by himself. Can he settle and control that ball and put it in? Just hits close to it. Whoa. Okay. Bit of a bump there. Bumps that player right off the horse. Luckily, it was a softball. And the way we have it in II, if a player goes off, even though they land on their feet, they do have to be checked out by the paramedics, the EMT. It's just protocol for safety in this game. Keep the horses walking, please. Learn how to grab your water while you're walking.
Hey, Bonnie, it's a great game so far. You know, it's Houston team has a legacy of performance. I'm really impressed with the St. Croix team so far. My mother-in-law is from Birchwood, Wisconsin, so I spend a fair amount of time up there, and really impressed with the St. Croix team. Horses on both sides looking really good. You know, right here in the desert, for those of you who are visiting, we have over 300 players playing from January through just this past weekend. We finished up one game yesterday, but we finished last Sunday right here at the El Dorado Polo Club. Grassroots polo is what makes polo work everywhere, whether it's Poway, it's OC Polo, Central Coast, Sutter Buttes, up and down this whole state and in this circuit. By the way, Bobby puts our circuit governors right behind us over here. But grassroots polo is where it all starts. You got to get on a horse. And this is where it gets started. But this Interscholastic Nationals, amazing. This is, as Billy said up here, this is pro-level polo.
And what's scary, this is high school, not even college yet. All right, we have a shot from the spot for St. Croix. He passes it up to Cammie. She can't quite get the bouncing ball. Joe Bob's trying to get the bouncing ball. He waits a little bit, has some patience, and tries to turn it his way, but Cammie's right in there on the wall, hitting him hard. Again, Cammie is 15 and only in 9th grade. All right, we get a back shot by Joe Bob. We're going to have a 30-second horn here. 30-second and a foul. We're moving this up for a penalty for Houston. So basically a penalty 4 is 25 yards, defended goal. So what happens in this? This can be a 1 point or a 2 point, and the goal is to make it a 2-pointer. If it does not hit a player, a horse, or their mallet, it's 2 points. If it taps a horse's leg and still rolls in, or maybe grazes the player's helmet and rolls in, it's 1 point. Oh, big ball off to the right, no goal. 30, and that was 30 seconds there. So it'll be advantage hit, fair play for St. Croix. Again, Tammy taps it forward a little bit, leaves it for her brother Robert. He sends a big ball up, trying to send it to a blue player. But the first person there is going to be Asa. He gets a tiny little cut shot over, enough for Joe Bob to pick it up, switch to his near side and take it down the wall. Robert's there waiting for him. Robert cuts in front of him and gets a beautiful tail shot. But again, it looks like Asa's going to be the first person there, but he's got... Okay, nice play by Asa to keep Cammy out. Oh, Hugo, and Chucker. Great first Chucker. Score is 3 St. Croix to 1 Houston. Players will change horses now, moving to the other string. And for those of you, this is your first game for the week. We've been playing since Wednesday, the last 5 days. One USPA rep will come out and visit with each player briefly and ask them for a score on their horse and record it. And today at awards, we'll be giving awards to the best playing pony out of all the horses here. And we have 42 horses in the the open division, and we have 42 horses in the ladies girls division. And then also we'll have cumulative scores of the strings and find out which string provider had the best playing string. So they have to give a score really quickly before they hop on their next horse. We do a split string format, meaning each team will get to play their string twice and the other team's string twice, and this keeps it even for both teams. One team can't just come in and bring all their best, great horses and have their side stacked, all 4 chuckers. It also allows for horsemanship on these players. Can they ride any horse that they get on and know what to do within a minute's time? They step on a horse, they've got to decide what kind of a handle this horse has. Can it go? Can it stop? Does it turn? Everything they need to know. Horse providers are also allowed to say if that horse can have spurs and or whip. And if the players are not wearing spurs, then the horse provider is deemed that that horse should not have spurs on. And it looks like right now every player is almost spurless.
Bonnie, how are things down at your club? And tell us about how you guys get people started down there.
Well, I'm not down there, I'm up there. If I go any farther down, I'm going to be in Mexico. So we're up, Sutter Buttes Polo Club is up outside of Sacramento. And we don't have a lot of adults. We'd love to see some more, but we love starting kids. And our youngest player is 6 years old. And we've got a middle school team, we've got a high school team, and we also have UC Davis playing outside of my club, and it's called the Aggie Polo Club at UC Davis. So any players here today that want to learn all about Davis or Stanford or Cal Poly, I can tell them all the works. Of course, I'm going to be a little bit one-sided towards the Davis program, but that's our forte, is we have a lot of kids playing at our club.
UC Davis is an excellent school. Bonnie, sorry it's a little early for me, but I caught on. And UC Davis, I played early 90s, Sacramento, Wild Horse Valley, up in Santa Rosa. And I had a horse that had a little situation. We had to go to UC Davis, and it turned out to be a godsend for me. And I gathered a lot of respect for their programs and what they're doing. I think UC Davis, Texas A&M are both excellent schools of choice. Stanford, obviously, a great choice. And but it all starts with getting someone started, getting them on a horse. And as you mentioned throughout your discussion, the welfare of the horse is the most important thing, as well as the safety of the players. But the welfare of the horse is what we all stand for. Some beautiful horses out here today.
And these players have about a minute to warm up on these horses. You notice they don't get to hit a ball because they've already been hitting balls. Having a small discussion here from the umpires. Possibly something is that they don't like. They're trying to curb it so it doesn't happen again. We have a lot of head nodding out there, so hopefully these players are listening to them. Ball's blown in, tap forward. First one there is A-side, gets a little piece of it. It's stopped by Robert. Big, beautiful near side by Cammie, but he sends it down to to Joe Bob. Joe Bob chooses to take it around in lieu of putting a back on it with a bunch of traffic. And he's got Judah there to follow him up. He sends it over to the wall. Umpire gets out of the way. First person there, though, is going to be Cammie. Oh, a little back shot there that Judah picks up. He's going hard to goal. Cammie's trying to catch him to ride him off that ball. He's waiting for it patiently to come along the wall, and let's see if he keeps that ball all the way around the corner. If he can stay right on the wall, then no player can touch him. He rides over it. We got to keep moving because we don't go backwards in polo. And it's really tough to go forward when someone's really riding you off hard. And we have a whistle.
I met her in Dallas last week.
Oh, just wide on this penalty, 15-yard open goal. Robert sends a huge shot down to their corner for St. Croix. We've got Cammie going down. She's going to take care of Asa, trying to get a little piece of it. She leaves it for Hugo. He doesn't get it, and Robert's there to turn it his way. So he's going to make a big shot. Robert's there trying to get up there, but he's being ridden hard by Judah. Horse is going almost neck to neck here. Robert's trying to get it out of there. He can't quite. Cammie's got to decide Hugo's got to decide what he's going to do. What a play. Hits it into the wall, rebounds off. He turns and picks up his own rebound. But Robert's there to get that other rebound. He's trying to turn it and clean it up and go towards his goal. It hits a little too hard, and that allows Robert to take it off on the near side. Can't get that second shot in. Judah's riding Hugo very hard, but and it goes out. The wall is your friend in arena polo. You keep it along the wall, and hopefully an opposing player cannot come in on you. We're going to have a hot shot, a spot hit here center hit here for Houston. And you notice someone's in the goal from St. Croix, and that's because these guys can hit the ball the length of the arena and sometimes make a goal. Ball goes up into the corner. Judah's going to be the first one there to try to get it and turn it his way. He's going to turn it around. He's almost hooked out of there by Cammie, but he still gets a piece of it. A little back shot towards goal, doesn't quite get in. Joe Bob's there. He says, I'm going to turn around and try to turn it the other way into 5 horses and see what happens. Now he's going to walk it along the wall. Let's see. He's being ridden hard by Robert. Robert's horse says, no, I'm not going to do that, and shoots backwards, and we have a goal by Joe Bob. Four minutes left in this chukker. Score is 3-2, St. Croix. Umpire's asking for an alley, blows a whistle. Horse is stalling out a little bit. Clear alley between both teams before Hugh will throw that ball in. Goes all the way through to the third pair. We got a race here between Robert and Joe Bob. Oh, hits it out of the air off the wall, still got a piece of it, brings it all the way around on his near side, switches to his off. Nothing Robert can do but clear out of there. One big hit up towards goal, trying to find a teammate to help bring it in. First one's there going to be Asa, but it's cleared out by Hugo. Into that corner. Oh, that horse likes to go backwards. That's too bad. Too bad. Okay, Judah's trying to keep control of it. Hugo runs through there. He's allowed to do that. There was enough room. Judah had to fight for that goal. Judah had to fight for that goal.
This is where that changing of the horses really evens things out, Bonnie. It can help you and hurt you.
Yes, it can. We've got a horse on Robert that just wants to shut out of the play. Big back shot by Robert, but it goes off a horse in the chest. Little shot by Hugo to try to, okay. Okay, we have a whistle here. We'll see what they're going to call. Okay, not the penalty that Robert wanted. Sets it up easily there for Joe Bob to send it down, but Hugo's there to read that, and he goes into the corner and gets it out with a tiny little back down the wall. Joe Bob gets a piece of it and sends it forward. He still has control of it. He's going to take it down the wall. He's almost by himself here. He's trying to keep it. He rides over it. Next pair rides over it. Third pair's trying to pick it up. Ace is trying to get it. You notice Joe Bob is circled right back on the wall to help Asa out. Robert almost bounced off there, but recovered. And we have it cleared out of there by Joe Bob. He says, okay, let's try it again. We're going to bring it around back on the wall and try on the near side. See if we can do. Oh, and a whistle. Okay, let's see what this penalty is. We have 1:58 left on the board here in the second chukker. It looks like a penalty 2 in favor of Houston. This is a 15-yard open shot. A defensive player can be 30 feet away. They also have the first right to hit it if this shot goes wide. And it does go wide, so that allows Rob to figure out what he wants to do with this play. He sends a big shot up, trying to get to Cammie. It doesn't get there. It's stopped by Joe Bob. It's bouncing off the ground, off his horse's shoulder, but he still has control of it. Hugo tried to get it back on there, but couldn't do it. Joe Bob just kind of keeps waiting, and that allows Robert to come in and send the ball over to Cammie. Cammie is by herself. Oh, big swing and a miss. Very, very unlike Cam. Oh, boy, if this ball goes in, it's 2. Oh, just wide. Got caught in some air current there and went wide. We got the green team there on the wall, clearing it across. What a rebound. Plays that off the wall. Just stops dead on that corner. Allows Robert to come back around, see if he can finish it and flick it and make that goal. One of them's trying to. Hugo's trying to finish it for him. If he can get there back. Oh, yes, we do. All right. That was a tough goal to get. Robert sent it up to Cammie. Cammie couldn't get it in, and then Hugo put a little back shot and got it in. Whistle blown. We're waiting for the umpire to be able to pick up that ball. Okay, ball's blown in. First person there is Robert to take it around on the net near side there. Trying to get a second piece of that. Big booming back shot there. He's trying to send it to Cammie. And Hugo's there also trying to work with Judah. 30-second bell's going to ring here. 30 seconds. Joe Bob's by himself. Couldn't do anything there. Player in his way. And we have a whistle. Okay, it'll be a penalty 3 for Houston. 25 seconds left on the clock in this second chukker. Blue player got in the way of a green player coming down with the ball. We call that impeding the right-of-way. Ball goes wide, allows Robert to get the first shot. He's going to tap it to himself, tap again, try to decide what to do. Big shot over to Cammie. Cammie's going to try to pick it up on her near, doesn't quite get it. She have a whistle here. Spot hit for the green with 6 seconds on the clock. Big booming shot by Joe Bob and out. Whistle blows and we have 3 seconds on the clock. So be an advantage. Fair play hit for the blue. 3 seconds means just make a penalty, make a 2-pointer. Big booming shot by Robert and chukker. What a game. Halftime, 4 St. Croix, 3 Houston. We will be dragging the arena and remarking. Players will have a little bit of a pep talk with themselves and their coaches. And we'll get back to the third chukker as soon as we can.
All right. So guys, you getting nervous yet?
We're in it. Yeah, we're commenting on it.
He looks like.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's in the one in the partner hat. Thank you.
Everybody falls.
Good morning, how are you?
How you doing? Good, buddy. Sorry, I'm live to the world.
No, hey, that's awesome.
Where
are we broadcasting to?
All over, it goes to YouTube. It's live. I'm doing a live.
Yeah. So I just waved to everybody.
Yeah, you just wave to the world. Just wave to the world. I'll give this to Olivia for a second. I'm going to talk to you 1 second. You going to hold this for a minute, friend? Do the filming for a second?
Yeah.
I'm not very good.
Hey, Mom. Oh, yeah. The score's, it's 4-3. Yeah. Well, I'm currently the one holding the camera, so I think they can hear me currently, so. Yeah, the score is currently 3-4 to St. Croix. The score is currently 3-4 to St. Croix. St. Croix got the great 2-pointer right at the start, which has made the Sam, what's up? They can definitely take it back. They've been owning the wall this whole time, and as long as they actually hit the ball in, well, they should be able to clean. The two-pointer that the sister on the St. Croix team got was basically unheard of, so it makes the score seem a lot worse than it actually is. All right, yeah. yep.
Where are you going to be? Come with me?
No, I'm gonna stand back here.
Okay.
I'm not coming down there.
All right, guys. Here we go, getting ready for the second half of this match. As I'm walking, I need to send some shout outs to all of our fantastic sponsors who have managed to put this together. So, our friends at Dover Saddlery, Anthony's Bar and Grill, Paddy's Diner, Igloo, Cole Daniels, John Tasman and the Houston Polo Club, and the lovely Give Me Some Sweets from Sealy, Texas, have all been a huge supporters of making this trip happen. Might be early, but it is still hot here in Indio, California. Morning. She doesn't want that. I don't have any choice. Yeah, I don't want her.
Horses, but we would like to remind team captains from all 10 teams to please get your ballots in to Liz Brayboy here underneath the announcer stand. The earlier the ballots and the faster your awards are given out.
Yeah, we want to, Liz, thank you for coming all the way from the East Coast like you always do, and everything that you do for polo. She's very active in the finance committee as a governor, and has contributed so much to the sport, bringing her expertise from a lifelong experience in business and business consulting. Carrie Curley up here. By the way, one more time, Al Higgins, Empire Polo Club. Thank you, Al, and thank you, Kevin Ittig, for hosting us here and all the work that you and the team are doing. It's a really great facility. And we got started a little early this morning, helped. And hopefully it won't be too warm. It's going to be 85 degrees here, I think, on Wednesday, just saying. I'm sorry it turned out this way. We're sorry it turned out this way this week, but 108 is not our temperature, it's somewhere else. So actually it is our temperature in July.
So Carrie Carley is here taking photos all week long, and she'll have photos available, and eventually they'll be online. And then we have Kathy Linfoot out in the corner there. She's been filming all the games, and game tapes will be available if you want to contact her for that. And then Sally Ittig over by the white trailer has nostalgic Empire Polo Club attire for sale, and that's someday going to be an antique and collectible item, and I'm sure it'll be worth a lot of money. And or if you've run out of clothes to wear home today, you can go buy some shirts from her, or sweatshirts, but I really don't think you need a sweatshirt at the moment. We're getting ready to start this third chukker. And we have same players in the arena. And for St. Croix, Hugo is the number 1. He is hoping to be a mechanical engineer and like to go to Texas A&M. Number 2 is Cammie, and her nickname is Butterfly, and would like to look at University of Kentucky. Her brother Rob is the captain and likes snowmobiling and dirt bikes and snowboards, anything that sounds like it has speed and danger. And on the Houston team, Asa, we had mentioned, is going to Stanford. He'd like to study aerospace engineering. Judah is going to be entering our hot dog eating contest after the last game today we're going to have over at the Mir Motel. And he is looking at Texas A&M. He is a junior. And Joe Bob, a senior, doesn't like to play golf. So we've got the ball just come in and a big, beautiful back shot there by Rob. And he passes it up to Cammie. Cammie takes it down the wall. Gonna come off the corner. Let's see what the rebound is. There is no rebound. It allows Joe Bob to turn the ball right around into Cammie.
We have a technical difficulty with our scoreboard. It's on.
6 minutes and 12 seconds, 4-3, we're good. Yeah. We'll help you. Okay. All right, we have a penalty 2 here for St. Croix. This is a very physical sport, if you've not figured that out yet. Both on the horses and the players. Horses are all padded up in the legs, and boots and wraps. Tail is put up so that you don't put a mallet under the tail. It gets in the way. Manes are shaved so it's not in the way. And one clean shot, but just wide by Robert for St. Croix. Joe Bob gets the first hit, makes a big hit here down into this southwest corner, trying to get Judah. Judah does. Judah takes the near side, being ridden hard by Cammie, but if he keeps it on the wall, it's his friend, his ball, and we have a chucker. A chucker. I think that's called a whistle. Oh my goodness. 5 minutes and 53 seconds in this chucker. So it looks like it's going to be a spot hit for St. Croix. Houston did something the umpires did not like. Big shot over to Hugo. He's trying to get that rebound, and he does. See if he can get a neck shot towards goal. He does get a little neck there. It's going to go into the wall, but Joe Bob looks like he's going to be the first one there to pick it off the wall. He does, sets up a new line. Has some patience there waiting. Oh, bounces into his horse's foot, but he's got the horsepower there and the ride-off to come and get that ball again into a near side. Hooked out of there by Cammie. Big, beautiful back shot by Hugo. First one there, though, is Judah. He hits a back shot into their corner. What a shot. Just went wide of goal. Robert's there to get it to forward. First one to get up there is going to be Joe Bob. Hugo's trying hard to catch him, but can't do it. Bounces off of Robert's horse. Bounces forward in favor of St. Croix, and no one can find it. Oh, here comes Judah, though. Judah on the white horse comes through. He's trying to play with it. Hugo's there and steals it away. Can he flick it into the goal? Let's see if he does, and yes, he does. What a play. Judah had that ball. Hugo stole it and then flicked it on into goal. Ball goes through, all the way through the third pair. We got Robert and Joe Bob both going after it. Robert gets the first shot, gets the bouncing ball. Whoa, hooked out of the air there. Nice back shot by Judah. First one going to be there is Cammie. Hope the umpire will get out of the way there. And Cammie sends a nice ball down the wall. Judah tries a big swing and a miss, doesn't get it. Hugo's there. He's trying to take it in. Whoa, big booming shot by Robert, but just goes wide. Robert says, okay, I'm going to take it around 360 degrees and try it again, but he's being pushed hard, really hard right now by Robert. So Robert pushes there through. Nice bounce, shot down the wall by Joe Bob. Sends it up to Judah. Judah's going to be ridden hard by Hugo. Judah still got control. Let's see what happens to this ball. Bounces off the corner perfectly towards the goal. Can they take advantage of it and make a goal? Hugo hits it out of there. Sends it down. Joe Bob sends a nice back shot. First person to turn, though, is St. Croix. Robert's there. Sends it right back down the wall. Picking it up to Hugo. He's being ridden hard by Joe Bob. Joe Bob wins it right off there and backs it, but it bounces into Hugo's horse. Bounces again into Joe Bob's. Cammie's there to try to cut it over to goal. Hits some ground so it doesn't get the shot she wants. And we've got Judah there on the gray horse trying to bring it down. Cammie gets a little bitty back shot there, which is enough to send to her brother. He sends it up. He says, I go, calls the sister off, does a next shot to goal. Is it going to go? Can he finish the rebound? And he does. Score 6-3, St. Croix. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this chukker. Bounces off that first horse of Asa's. Judah tells Joe Bob, I got it, leave it. He's trying to come through. Oh, Cammie steals a back shot, but they don't like that. We've got a whistle.
Fierce polo going on here, Bonnie. This is really competitive, big stuff. As Billy set up here, those two near side shots earlier in that chukker, just pro level all the way.
We have a penalty 4 here for Houston. Request for a different ball was asked. Just right to the goal. Allows Robert to come and take a shot. Big booming shot down to his corner. Looking for his sister Cammie. Joe Bob's the first one there to turn to and get it. He's going to take it and turn it his way. Switch to a near side. No, he's going to turn it again. He's trying to make a play on this. Got to wait for the blue to clear. Hits a big booming shot, trying to find Judah. Judah's riding really, really hard on that gray horse, trying to stop Robert. Big neck shot to goal, just goes wide. Robert checks down, and he's going to push it away on the near and come down with a near shot, and he does. His sister Cammie's there to try to get the second man. Judah runs through on that gray, stops him. It bounces off of Cammie's horse. She can't do anything. Big neck shot by Hugo over to goal, stopped by Jivob. And Judah's trying to get it. Hugo's trying to get it. Not Hugo, but Asa. Judah's going to turn it back into the wall. Now he's on the wall. Let's see if he can control it and keep it going. Horse isn't helping him out, though. There's bouncing around. Here comes Robert to do a little back shot. Angled it so it could be closer to goal. Cammie's there. She can pick it up. Oh, rides right over it. Doesn't get the shot she wanted. Judah's going to put a back shot. Big booming shot. Trying to send to Joe Bob. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So we try to keep the sport safe, keep the horses safe, keep the riders safe. The umpire will figure out this call.
That was an easy call. No bloody way. No way. Alrighty.
Okay, we have a penalty for St. Croix. Big shot by Hugo, just wide. Joe Bob's going to hit it up and forward, and we've got a whistle in favor of Houston. Blue player was too close to the green on their first hit. So center hit for Houston. Joe Bob's going to hit it to himself. He's watching the player, Hugo, making Hugo dance there. Oh, bounces off of Robert's horse. Bad luck. Judah's there to pick it up on the gray. Doesn't get the big shot. Cammy's trying to do a back shot, being ridden hard by Asa. Asa's got his mallet down, he's digging for it, but he's hooked out of there by Robert. Robert puts a back shot on it, sends it over to Cammy. And we have a big shot by Cammy with 30 seconds. But back shot by Judah. No one there though, so Robert says, I'll go across and pick it up, and sends it out. So we have advantage shot here for Houston. 18 seconds. Shot by Robert, not quite the big shot that he wanted. I mean, Joe Bob. Joe Bob sends it back shot, sends it down to Hugo. Hugo gets another little back shot, but Joe Bob's the first one there. And Chucker. All right, score is 6-3 in favor of St. Croix after the third Chucker. We will quickly change horses and move into our fourth Chucker of this final National Open High School Championship game.
Bonnie, as you said during the break, Houston defending from last year, right?
Yes, they are.
That is correct. You know, this is exciting polo. Great national finals here. Nice little breeze. Finally picking up. We ordered it. It just didn't get here in time on Wednesday. These USPA umpires, LLC umpires, doing a great job throughout the week, and we really appreciate what they do. These are the professional umpires of the United States Polo Association, and many are former professional players. Robert Linky Chow and I played against each other a lot in South Florida in the 90s, and some of the other guys, Bradley, all doing a great job in professionalizing umpiring.
Our umpires on the field right now are Mark Vanderwerken and Ryan Saul, and both are from New York. Robert claims to be from everywhere. He's third man, and then we also have Brad Biddle here, who's in charge of all umpires. So we kind of have 4 people overseeing this game. Team captains, get your tally up sheets in to Liz Brayboy, please. If everyone wants to look up above you, you've got to fly over.
Courtesy of the Palm Springs Air Museum, we have quite a collection of warbirds out here in the valley.
We ordered it special.
Everything from a Mustang to a P-47 to T-6s, T-28s. I can't see them yet, Wild Bill.
They look old.
World War II and shortly after airplanes, and the museum is right up in Palm Springs. If you have time, stop by. It's a great experience, and lots of beautiful aircraft. I don't know, Wild Bill said he could see them. I couldn't from where I'm sitting, but I know I was down at the airport. There were T-28s and T-6s down there yesterday and the day before flying, which are trainers for the people that went and flew the Mustangs, 51 Mustangs, and other aircraft in World War II. Big crowd here today, Bonnie. This is, everyone is here.
We had a time change from 8 to 7:30, And everyone was able to find out, and we actually started on time, unlike yesterday. So this was great. And it's actually cooler than yesterday, even though we started earlier. All right, trying to get Cammie situated there on her horse so we can start this chukker. Want everybody to feel comfortable and secure. Our players again, Joe Bob is a senior, Judah is a junior, Asa is a senior, Rob is a senior, Cammie is a freshman, and Hugo is a junior. Umpire looking for an alley. Put him on the line. Okay, bounces off that first pair right in the chest. Hugo is going to go for it, but he says, keep your man out, and Robert says, I'll do it. Robert gets one more hit there. Big, oh, just over the goal. Just over the goal. The ball has to hit the white board. It doesn't count even if it goes perfectly over. That's the way it works in arena. It's not like football or outdoor polo. Here we go. Advantage here for Joe Bob. Sends it up to Judah. Judah's all alone. We got Robert chasing him hard, trying to get to him. Judah's going to cut it over to, oh, what a cut shot to goal by Judah.
Well done.
Put that on the board. Nice pass to Judah, and Judah just puts a nice angled shot right into the goal. And a whistle. Okay, we had an uneven ride-off on green. We'll have a spot hit for St. Croix. Big shot by Rob, trying to get it down to Cammie, but if it had gone in, that'd have been 2 points, but it bounced off the nose of Ace's horse. He's got it on the wall, trying to take it around the corner. He's being followed by his teammate. He's still got control of it, though, if he can keep it on the wall. Hugo's trying to ride through to stop that. They're all looking for it. Oh, it clears out enough for Hugo to send it forward. He passes it up to Robert. Didn't quite work, though. Ace is there trying to keep it. He's trying to keep it. Little back shot by Hugo. Was not a sandwich because they weren't touching. And what a back shot by Robert. Bounces on the dirt, though, and goes left. Asa tries to do a little near side to goal. Doesn't make it. And here comes the ball. Umpire has to be quick to get out of there. Hugo rides over it, bounces off the wall. It looks like Robert's going to be the first one there. Tries to send it into the wall, turns it right there for Judah. Judah's trying to hit a big shot over to the goal. Doesn't quite get it. He's trying to keep control of it, keeping it on the wall. Goes past, and it looks like it went in. There's another shot by Judah. Third strike at the ball was a charm. Score is 6-5, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in this fourth and final chukker. Hugo's riding, and whistle. Okay, we're gonna have a spot hit for the green. And play. He sends the ball up, trying to reach Asa. Asa's being ridden hard by Robert. Robert pushes it off the wall, trying to get another piece of it. He's been fighting really hard with Judah. Leaves the ball loose. Oh my gosh, can Cammie clear it out there? And she does. Sends it over to Robert on his near side, hits it into his horse's leg, but Hugo's there to try to finish up. Hits into his horse's leg also. Oh, he's trying to get that next shot, and he can't do it. Cammie's there going to try to stop Judah, but Judah's hot right now, trying to get these goals in. He's already made 2. He's on the ball, on the wall. Can he melt that ball all the way along the wall and make another goal? It looks like he's going to if he flicks it in. Yes, he does. We just have a tie ball game.
Oh my, Bonnie, we've got a tie here. This crowd's lit.
Yep. 3 goals in a row by Houston, by Judah. What did they feed him between the 3rd and 4th chucker? All right, we got Robert coming through now. He's got a bouncing ball in the air, doesn't get that 4th bounce. Cammy's there to take it on the near side. Oh boy, and Robert just reads that and just jumps in there and takes it, sends the ball up to himself along the wall, but Robert's there, hard to ride. Robert's gonna send a back shot, bounces off a couple pairs of horses. Unfortunately, that bounce goes in favor of Houston. See if Hugo's the first one there. He backs it, but it goes into more Houston traffic. Oh, there's Cammy. She digs a mallet in there and clears it out. What a play by 9th grade Cammy. She's keeping control of it, but Joe Bob's there to try to back it. Doesn't get it, Cammy checks down, trying to shoot the goal. Too big of a rebound. Oh, she can't get that next one, though. She'll be fouling. So we'll see what happens here. Joe Bob hits a big one. It hits off of Judah's horse, but he still picks it up. Hugo's there trying to get a hold of Judah. Boy, Judah's playing the wall, playing the ground, playing the wall. Joe Bob's there trying. We got a big voice on the side of the arena yelling rotate. Never heard that word before in arena polo. We're going close. Blues trying to clear it out of there. They do. Let's see what happens. Joe Bob's the first one there to go. Oh, big bump by Robert. Big hook by Judah. Nobody can get it. Hugo's there with a shot. He clears it forward. He's off and running by himself, and he's got a hook by Asa. And Judah makes a back shot, but it's going to be Cammy, the first one there. She does a tiny little back shot, but Joe Bob read that one. Oh, my goodness. Popped the gate open. Oh, boy. Great save, Robert. Thought he was going off. Okay. Oh, goodness. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Here we go. Houston's going to try to clear it out of there. He does. Waiting for the rebound. Horse kicks it right back into the wall. Players are turning on top of it, and it's a whistle.
We got air conditioning up here now.
Uh-oh, got to hang on to the umbrellas, too. That was very interesting over by the gate. The ball went back and forth, back and forth. The players bounced into the gate, almost popped it open. At the same time, Robert was trying to pop off the horse.
We should have warned you. It goes from still to 50-mile-an-hour winds here. Very quickly, hold on to your umbrellas.
We don't need an umbrella in the arena.
Might recommend taking them down right now.
Holy moly. Well, whistle's out, play is out, time is out. Drop these umbrellas so we don't have an umbrella in the arena. The horses are not going to like that. Umpires are calling for all umbrellas down.
Got some to the west we got to get down. Here we got these to the east down. Literally, Kevin and I have been up here in this announcing stand where it went from 0 to 50, and we were kind of sliding along the concrete over at Empire Field too. Sort of.
And all that complaining everybody had the last 4 days of the heat. And ball goes in, 7-6, St. Croix. We've been looking for a penalty shot. Ball went through the last pair. Joe Bob's there. He's going to have some patience, wait, and let the ball bounce off the wall and set himself up. He's looking for a play on a leaping horse. He sends it up over to the other wall, kind of like Chinese checkers. Robert's the first one there. He taps it to Cammy. Cammy breaks through that hook. She's being ridden hard by Judah. Judah gets a little angled shot towards goal. It's rolling and rolling to goal. Robert's going to hit it out of there and try to get that rebound. He's being ridden hard by Joe Bob. And it bounces off. No one even knows. Oh, not quite the shot he wants. Let's see who's going to get there first. Ace is being ridden hard. Gets a tiny back. Joe Bob picks up that back. And we're down to 37 seconds before their horn. Joe Bob's doing something. And Cammy's trying to hook him. She does. 30 seconds here in this game to tie it up. Bounces off the horses. Joe Bob's there trying to get through to it. Nice little hook there. Not a hook, but a near side by Hugo. But Judah's there to put a back shot to save it and bring it back down to his territory. Sends it to Joe Bob. Joe Bob has a little bitty back shot. Robert has a big booming back shot. He's sending it down to Cammie, but it looks like Joe Bob's going to be the first one there. And now we have a back shot by Joe Bob. And Chucker. Chucker. St. Croix, 7. Houston, 6. Brother and sister team of Cammie and Robert with Hugo. Great game, absolutely great game with Joe Bob, Asa, and Judah. What a finals for our National Interscholastic
Amazing.
Open. Congratulations, St. Croix, 7-6.
Both teams playing an outstanding game there, and look at this size of this crowd that's made its way from Wisconsin and probably other places. But Houston also having a big crowd, Bonnie. It's outstanding finish there.
Only penalty the winning in the entire game. All game.
Literally changed the game. Oh, geez, that's a horrible way to lose.
So our next game will be the National Interscholastic Girls Finals, and we have Marlin playing Garrison Forest. This is going to be a tough game between two rivals that came all the way from Maryland to play arena polo in California. So we have two Maryland teams playing in the Girls National Finals. And that's supposed to be at 9:30. Again, team captains, don't forget your ballots. Get them over to Liz Brayboy, please. And don't forget we have our hot dog eating contest and hobby horse jumping contest right after the last game at the First Mare Motel, where we find shade in the grass.
Yeah, I can't believe we, as you said, we finished here at 8:45 with a 9:30 start, right? 9:30 on the other one? And what time's that? 9:30 on the start for the next game. But these breezes come and go, so it may last only a little while. We get them, they come through. This is a desert, and that's the way it works out here. We get used to it. But so far the temperatures are okay, and hopefully it'll stay that way through the end of this. And we'll be back in just a bit. Maybe we'll try to play some music. We'll see what we can do.
I'm saying I'm exhausted and I didn't play.
I know. That's exactly right.